we'll get up and running. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the current GSSR that's running on the NA right now for the 9th anniversary. Yeah, I'm assuming this is going to be coming out a couple of days after Annie's already come, so most of you, I imagine, have already know what you're going to do and who already picked who you're going to pick. But in the event that you have not, or you're on the fence trying to decide which one to go with, we are going to be going through and reviewing them quickly here. So, hope you guys are ready for this. I stopped watching Klidge to watch Klidge. What a day. Welcome. And it's going well. Hopefully you're doing good as well. So, let's get into it, shall we? I'm assuming right now, for those of you who have already done your GSSR, who'd you get? I want to know, because I'm pretty sure people in my chat already did. Or which banner did you run? I ran on mine, this one here. The Shingen, Takasugi, Rikyu, and Uesugi Kenshin banner. And I did this mostly because I wanted pretty much anybody here but Takasugi, and I ended up getting Shingen. So, you know, not bad at all. More Rikyu copies would have been nice, the way I could 120 her more comfortably, but, you know, nothing wrong with that. But is this the best one? Did I make the right choice on which one I picked? Who's to say? Let's talk about it right now. So, I'm going to rate these on a through C scale and reserve EX for a very, very special banners. So let's start here. On this one, we have Saber Ibuki, we have Taira no Kagekyo, and we have Ashiya Domen. This would be, in my opinion, an EX banner. All three of these servants are incredibly useful. All three of these servants are incredibly meta. All three of these servants are just insanely good. Ibuki Doji, technically speaking, she gets power crept in a year's time, because Logris comes out, and Logris is a stronger unit than she is by a country mile, but that's aside from the point. Even in the economy on JP right now, Ibuki is still fairly usable, so nothing wrong with going with that. Taira no Kagekyo is a fantastic servant. She is impossible to kill. I do so many different challenge things on my channel with her. She's just amazing. Just an incredibly good unit. And Ashiya Domen is just a very nice, kind of off support, off DPS. You can actually farm certain nodes with him fairly well, because he has instant death on his, a relatively high instant death on his Noble Phantasm. But he also gives a decent amount to the party. He can use in a bunch of different comps. He's pretty good. Maybe this isn't EX tier. Maybe this is an A tier one. I would say this one is it's definitely A tier. All of them are good, if albeit not the very best servants, or whatever that next level is down. That would be reserved for this one here, which is absolutely probably the most insanely overpowered banner on the entire thing. This is the let me just take a quick look. Yeah, no, this is the singular best banner, probably, on all of this. So if you just want meta and you don't have any of these characters, and you're just starting Fate Grand Order for the very first time, and you're like, this is baby's first GSSR, I want a good 5-star servant, roll this one here. This is the best banner. All three of these servants are EX tier servants, and one of them's an A+. Melusine is the best Lancer in the entire game. She's broken to shit. She can be used in everything. You can use her to farm sabers. Just an insane unit. Castoria is still technically the best character in the entire game. She's getting slowly power crept. Little by little, we're getting characters that are starting to encroach on Castoria's domain. With Tokiko really kind of like pushing that build pretty hard because Tokiko's insane. And the new guy, Escalifus, is also really good, though I don't think he rises to the level of Castoria. But still incredibly good. She's still probably the best character in the game. Go for it. Morgan, everyone's favorite Dami Mami. She's one of the better... she is one of the better, like, berserkers in the game. There's an argument to be made that for AoE Buster Berserkers, it's her or Arjuna Alter, right? Am I forgetting somebody? Is somebody else encroaching on that I'm not remembering? For Busters in particular. Ibuki, Summer Ibuki clears both of them, but that's aside from the point. AoE Buster Berserkers, I think that she's still kind of like in the upper echelons. So, still a great unit. Also, people love her character, so, you know, it's hard to miss with her. And then Oberon is maybe the second best character in the entire game, just because he enables people to actually be able to do 90++. If you want to do, like, harder content, he lets you do that. Do you need a character that has 70% battery for the party? Yeah, we got someone who does that. Enormous steroids? We got that, too. Come check him out. He does that shit nice. Who's Tokiko? Tokiko is Archer of the End on JP. I don't say her name out loud yet because I think Tokiko's a cuter name and also easier to say. So that's my bias. Yeah, this is the I'm meta and I need a meta character. I need a stronger meta character list. Roll for this. You're guaranteed something good. So now let's go to something that's a little less good. Yeah, this is the EX one. Maybe even EX plus. Next up, we have Charlemagne, Constantine, Johanna, and Moriarty. I push the Johanna agenda very hard, and I love Johanna. I love using Johanna. She's very strong. She's very unique. She's very enjoyable to use in a lot of content. She enables some pretty goofy shit. She is very, very off meta in terms of like actual usability. You will get the occasional time when she can be used in like a 90++ effectively or a challenge quest. But if we're going like exclusively by how powerful they are, she's good, but she is in a little bit of she's a little bit too niche. For servants like Castoria or Oberon, are no copies really needed when most of their utilities come from their skills? I'm coming at this from the belief that if you're rolling on their banner, you don't have them. Or rather, I'm more or less reviewing this in the light of I am just starting Fate Grand Order, and I want to know what I should pick. Are these characters good, and why? Yeah. Charlemagne is okay. I mean, he's not the best out there. He's a decent AoE quick saber. I don't know. He got a buff not too long ago, but he still needs a little bit of help to be more usable. Constantine, though, is kind of in the same boat as Johanna. His kit is awesome. He does a lot for the team. He's very, very niche and reserved to certain content. But, you know, it's not... I mean, he's an excellent servant that can only be used sometimes, is the best way to describe both of them. Excellent characters that are only somewhat viable in certain circumstances. But when their niche comes up, both the times that they do, they're great. And then Wakamori, young Moriarty, he's good. He's a good farmer. He's a pretty good, like, he's a ruler farmer, which is kind of mid as is. It's not like the greatest thing ever, but it works. He has decent gains, I think, after his buff. He's all right. I would give this one a solid B. There's some good power level in here. It's just a little bit more niche, but so I think B is fair. Next up on another potential EX tier, I think this is probably the other like super EX tier, is Tez, Koyan of Light, and Cuckoo. Tez is the weakest of the bunch here, which is saying a lot, considering he's a great, like, pseudo-support DPS character. He has a lot in his kit, brings a lot to the team. He has good battery for himself and others. His art's up is good. His Noble Phantasm hits decently hard. But, you know, he's still, it's Tez. He's great. Tez is fantastic. Koyan Sky of Light is one of the better characters in the entire game, because she is the premier buster farmer support. You have double Koyan setups everywhere. You want to use a buster anywhere, you use her. Trying to farm things with buster units, busting makes her feel good. We do that shit. We hydrating. And then Cuckoo. So one of my complaints I have with farming units that are out of class is that they don't usually do enough. It's harder to justify bringing them because they don't do enough damage to what they're trying to kill. Cuckoo just kills everything. Have a problem? Throw the nuclear reactor at it. She is to the Foreigner class what Melusine is to the Lancer class. She just shows up, nukes the area, and then leaves. The only downside, if you can even call it that, is that you need stars to make her skills work, but, like, modern star economy is a joke anyway. Like, fucking Oberon sneezes on a fucking hand and it makes stars for free. A shit ton of them. So, like, you know, just make that shit work. The two great supports and a fucking nuclear fusion bomb. Yeah. It just works. These, like, if you don't have any of these three, this is a fantastic banner to roll for. And even then, unlike the one up here, more NP copies for literally all of them are viable, especially for like a character like Cuckoo, because it makes her do more damage. And weirdly enough, you can just farm with Koyan if you need her to. Like, it's like she does decent damage with her noble. Her NP is also good. It's just it doesn't come up very often when you need to use it. But there are times where you're just like, I need to do a little bit of extra damage, and the Koyan NP can pop you over the edge with it. It's nice. Yeah, so this is another EX tier. Under that, okay, well, we're getting a little bit into the. We're still good. We're still in the good region, I would say. Medusa Saber, Durga, Britomart, and the Count of Monte Cristo. Let's start with the best one here, which is probably Monte Cristo. He can just farm. There's a fight that's coming up, or is it the Water Olga? I think it's Water Olga. You can just throw Monte Cristo at Water Olga, and he can loop her over and over again and just kill her. And that's his whole game plan, is that he shows up, he nukes people, he stuns them, he destroys them, and then he pulls you, you just win. Just fantastic unit all around. After that, I would say probably next best is probably Durga. Durga's a really good farming archer. Shit ton of damage, great buffs. Great unit all around. Just really, really, really great. Thought it was Fire Olga. One of the Olgas, he's good at that, but he can do that to anybody is the thing. Durga is all around great unit, shit ton of damage, great refunds, great damage. After that, probably Saber Medusa. See, I don't have that much experience using Saber Medusa, so I'm not going to sit here and, like, flaunt her. But from what I remember, let's actually look at her really quick. Chance to petrify one enemy. That goes up to 100. Crit damage on quick cards. Curses. Okay. NP gauge by 50. That's pretty good. Anti-demonic.
Durga is also hot.
Durga is also hard. Made by fucking a person whose name is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. And then 3 attacks, 3 turns invincibility, debuff immunity. That's really good. And then she has a single target. She's single target quick, right? Huge damage. Increase, again, the attack of allies with Earth attribute. Chance to stun. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just she seems like a very solid Saber option. Like, if you don't have a good single target saber, she'll do a good job for that. Yeah, she seems good. And then after that is Britomart. Britomart is not bad. Britomart is in a very crowded class for AoE Lancers. And while she isn't, again, she's very middle of the road good unit. You can make her work. She can work up to the modern day too. She's just good. Next, okay, this banner I would say is probably a B. I'd say a B. 2 of them are really good, and 2 of them are okay. Yeah, I like Britomart. Britomart's fun. Britomart's kit is very good, but it's also just like there's so many better units. Next, God, another nuclear. Literally, this is Team Nuclear Baby. Okay, we have Van Gogh, Jacques de Molay, and Wangina. Let's start with the worst of the bunch, Jacques de Molay. Molay is good for what she is, but she is not like. She's not fantastic. She can do her job, kind of, which is she curses people and she can quick farm, right? If I'm recalling correctly, because I've not used her in a long time, yeah, she's AoE quick. Yeah, she's okay. Was this one that got buffed? Yeah, evil support. She's alright. She's bad because she's French. Oh, she's bad, alright. Yeah, no, she's okay. She's solidly okay. This is definitely the loser of the banner, unfortunately. Second, the middle person would be Wangina. I will push the Wangina agenda as far as it will go. Wangina is an insanely good unit, just nobody uses her. She's very slept on because it's a single target quick foreigner, which that's 3 words that throw people off immediately. Single target, quick, and foreigner. People are just like, ugh. But then you use her in literally any content and she makes people explode. Like, people get vaporized by Wangina in her kit. It's such a simple kit, too. It's, okay, you hit me and my buddies are hitting you, so I'm getting this big buff. I'm charging my fucking lightning bolt, and then I make you die. And it's great. It works really well. And then Van Gogh is one of the stronger units in the entire game because she has so much fucking damage. For a character with a support NP, she does a bajillion damage. Insane crit damage, she curses herself to death but can't die from it, and then makes people explode. She benefits anybody who has existence outside of the domain, who all get buffs from her NP. It makes their crit damage go crazy. There's a ton of people who have existence outside of the domain who are really good and can really benefit from it, like Wangina, or someone who a lot of you may have now because their banner was recently, Alco. Alco lives by crits. If you can use Van Gogh and Alco together, they make people explode. Doesn't Wangina need living human allies to work properly? No. Need man attribute. Yeah, she's anti-threat to humanity. Is it living I don't think it's living humans. Yeah, it's man attribute that makes her do more shit. Which, man attribute is so many people. It's all of this. Yeah, she makes people explode, and she's great. I love her so much. I will push that agenda forever. Yeah. Yeah, let's look at the people who benefit from that a lot. Yeah, Alco is a standout one. Abby can utilize crits to supplement her dogshit NP gains, sure. MHX, I mean, it's not the best character, but she can use it. You can use her with fucking Koyan of Dark. But I'd say the one that I see most people use Van Gogh for is double Van Gogh to buff herself and then make people double explode. It's great. Where was I? Yeah, no, she's just incredible. Insane crit damage, good buffs, great unit, and she pairs really nicely with Doman too. The Doman double Abby comp is low key kind of crazy. It's fun. Yeah, great. This one's an A from me. It would be an EX if you didn't have the chance of getting melee. Not everybody's going to agree with me on the Wangina thing. There is a little bit of me who's just pushing the agenda for this, even though I do truly believe that Wangina is fantastic. I think a lot of people are very critical of characters that they've never used before, simply because they looked at how they looked on paper and thought, oh, that's bad, and then they never tried it. Do yourself a favor if you're like that. Actually try it. People want to get mad at me for saying characters that look bad on paper are actually good. I'm telling you, I be doing the play testing that y'all ain't doing. I be picking up the characters that are quote unquote dog shit. And you know what? Most of the time, yep, they're dog shit. But sometimes you find a gem in there, and you're like, Wangina is one of those gems. She is also baby. Utilize the forbidden Australian ritual to summon Wangina. I did do that, which I can't repeat here because I'm not editing this. Next up, we have... We got Bakin, we got Crane, and we have Huyenjo. Dogshit character, like, let's try to find a use for Nightingale that isn't debuff removal and swap. People are never going to let me live that one down, huh? I still think that she's worse. I will stand by, I think that Nightingale is a better unit than fucking Zhang Yu, but hey, that's just me. Anyway, Bakin is a good rider. She does a lot of damage. It's just, I feel, she is like in this weird position, right? Bakin is in such a weird position where she's an AoE rider. Technically, you can farm with her, but her damage is not the best, and there's other farming riders that are way better. So it's just like, yeah, you can use Bakin, but Bakin is not fantastic. Like, she's good. Okay, she's good, and I would give her like a solid like 7 out of 10, but I don't know, man. There's others that do her job but better. But if you got her, it's not bad. Crane is good. Crane gets a buff here, like, soon. I guess in 2 years. She got it not too long ago. Yeah, it just makes her even better. It just puts a rainbow buff on her. But the issue with Crane falls into the same problem with people like not Wangina, like Johanna and Constantine, where she is a great unit for super niche scenarios. You can use her to stack some pretty gnarly buffs on people, but the problem is that how often are you actually doing that? She's a good unit, it's just that she's very, very... It's hard to justify bringing her to most content. And then there's Huyenjo. Huyenjo I like a lot. My chat really likes Huyenjo. She's good. I mean, she's an AoE rider. She's decent. It's just, I don't know. She's very middle of the road. Like, her kit's good. It's nothing spectacular. She's just a very solid unit all around. I said rider. Sorry, I'm still thinking of fucking Bakin. Yeah, AoE assassin. Thank you for calling me out on that. Yeah, yeah. Her damage is mostly in the crits. Yeah, she's fine. She's totally workable and fine, and if you have her, you can use her. She isn't dead weight or anything. It's just that, I don't know. She's one of those characters that I could see getting a buff in the near-ish future. You dig? So I'd say for this one might be the first... This one might be the first C. Like, unless you don't have anything else, this is probably not the one you want to go to. This is kind of team girl failure, isn't it? All of them, literally all of them. Why you don't have a Huyenjo button for us yet? It'll make things easy. There is a Huyenjo button. You just have to pay money for it. Anyway, next up. This is an interesting one. This is Team Friendship. Yep. Saber Okita Alter. Saber the Trung sisters. And not Saber, Azumi no
Typing
Isora.
is tedious. Huyenjo.
Summer Okita Alter is a great unit. Just great quick unit. Does a shit ton of damage. Pops off. If you want just a good, quick unit, she does great work. Yeah, also, I forgot she has fucking defensive buff removal on that. That's just really good. Anti-world, go figure. AoE, baby! So you can farm with her, and it's fun. I don't know who's trying to farm with quick sabers, but if you are, that's your girl. Trunk Sisters also, I was gonna say they're also pretty good. I like them. This is another one, in my opinion, that's kind of like Wangina, where I play tested them a lot, and they're not bad. They're very, very alright. They're super alright. Their gimmick is okay. It's just, you know, it's just weird to pull off. Like, you have to chain cards together to make it work, which is hard to do in certain contexts. But you know, they're not the worst thing ever. They're workable. I like it. Hey, Klidge, hope you're doing well. Congrats on getting Space Airish. I spent 523 cores and 13 tickets and still didn't get her. I am so sorry. I grant you luck. May you get her soon. And then Hibi Chica are also pretty good. I like them a lot. They are okay. They're another one of those servants who I've done some play testing with that people kind of just like forget exist. But yeah, you know, they're okay. They have a kind of similar gimmick to the Trung sisters. It's just like they work okay, but they just are missing something. I don't know. Maybe they'll get a buff in the future that makes them a little bit more usable. Alter Ego classing for them kind of hurts them. They would be better as like a more, like, I don't know, as casters or something. Or Lancers. Just a not Alter Ego would probably be best. This one, I would also... I'm going to say this one's a B because this is just good power level all around.
I think the other problem, too, is that they got immediately power crept by Kazura Drop.
That's the other thing, yeah. Kazura Drop's coming out, and Kazura Drop is such a good unit. All right, next up. We have Muramasa, we have Takeru, we have fucking Kirei, and we have Koyan of Dark. This one is also a pretty good banner. I would say the worst on this banner is probably Muramasa. Muramasa is not a bad unit by any stretch of the imagination. He's just a one-pump chump. He does his thing one time. Okay, let me make sure I'm not spreading false information. Let me check to see if he's gotten a buff that's relevant. No. Okay. He's still the same as I remember. He has one really good turn, and then that's it. Much like a normal old man, he takes his pill, fucking shoots his goo, and then is out for fucking two more turns while everyone else has to cover for him. So, you know, he's not bad. He's just, he could use a little bit more love.
Yay!
I'm thinking, oh, please, Tayo, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. I think after that, arguably speaking, plus you don't kill me, Koyan of Dark is worse. Is Koyan worse than Takeru? I say worse as if they're bad. These are all good servants. But is Koyan worse than Takeru? I think... Ask Plushie? Plushie calls her dog shit, but he really likes her. And I respect Plushie's opinions. Cuckoo does mock her, but also she's not a DPS. She's a support character. And everything with a Prime sub. Welcome. Much appreciated. Hope that you enjoy your stay as well. How much did I miss? About half of the list. Yeah, I like to use Koyan of Dark as a support for Barghest, because she has this skill here, which is fantastic. It overcharges her NP. Barghest's NP is insane. The more buffs she has, more attack, more defense, it just makes her a better unit. But that's how she's intended to be played, and that's kind of the only reason I ever bring Koyan Dark along with me. If she's not a DPS, then what is her third skill? She's like she's an off support. Much in the same way that somebody like, say, fucking Tez is like kind of an off support. I think those two are fairly comparable in that regard. The same skills let me use her in Ash Multicore. Fair. I don't know. I think that she's good. Is she better than Takeru? I guess the issue with Takeru is that Takeru's really good. The one thing about Takeru's kit that pisses me off is the Noble Phantasm. Their Noble Phantasm, I wish, gave the fucking 50% arts down for one turn to all enemies and not just one. It is kind of nice because the reason it can be 50% is because it's targeted at one person. But like, come on now. We're printing fucking Tokiko and Escalifus now. Let's rock and roll. Okay, I'm just gonna say for posterity's sake, they're kind of like in the same vein for me. They're both very, very good units. She's more of a support, they're more of a DPS. Both are very strong. And then there's Rasputin, who is an unkillable monster who can also farm for some fucking reason. Bro is immortal, he just heals himself forever. He has supporty bits to him. He's another kind of off-support dude. He just kind of like sticks around forever and can take care of the party, but also explode people. Yeah, I think he gets his buff this year. Strong unit. Very, very good unit. I highly recommend getting him if you don't have him. He's just really good. All in all, this is like I'd say this is an A. This is a good A tier list. Okay, next up. The Chocolate Pavilion, so our Valentine's girly pops. We have Andromeda, we have Karen, and we have Bazit. The best of these, easily, is Bazit. That's another character whose agenda I will push forever. Bazit can do so much fucking damage. The only downside to Bazit is her NP can't kill. If they let you... Sorry, let me rephrase that. Her NP can't break bar. You need to have some kind of contingency that allows her NP to... that allows her to break through break bar. And if they just need to give her that. They just need to give her that. But other than that, she is like maybe one of the best alter egos in the entire game. Insane damage. Oh, she's straight up a monster. I have her on both of my accounts, and I use her actively on both of my accounts. I really like her. She's really fun. After that would probably be Karen. Karen is just a good AoE quick farmer. She kind of suffers from the same issue that Moriarty has, which is that being a ruler makes her farming a little bit inconsistent, but she is a good unit nonetheless. And then Andromeda is good. She's weird. She's kind of weird. She is a huge tank. She has a shit ton of like like tanky ability stuff. Her whole gimmick is that she wants to have guts and die, right? Isn't like every time a guts proc, she gets a crit damage? No. Oh, that's right. Every time that she gets hit. Yeah. Yeah, how's it going? She's on. Yeah, she's. I don't know. She's weird. That's right. Every time that's what it is. Every time that she has a guts proc, she gets 10% attack up, and so your goal is to have her proc guts all the time. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you could use her with the Scalifus, proc that bitch, and get 30% attack up. That's crazy. Yeah, she's not great. She's totally fine. I'd say this one is closer to a B. B for Bazit. Speaking of B, we're going to go to the A now. And by A, I mean...
Bing, boom, bum, boom.
It's time for an ad break, everybody. Hey, did you know that I am currently partnered with Itasha Coffee Company? That's right, you at home. I'm talking to you sitting in your computer chair, or you on your bed, sideways, looking at this, Damien. I know what you're doing. You're not buying coffee. You should be buying coffee right now. Use this code klidge at your checkout for a nice 5% off with this. I get a nice little kickback from that as well, and Itasha coffee is delicious. It's kind of like it's like Gamer Supps adjacent when you have, like, you know, a nice anime girl on your thing. Go do that. Go buy some anime girl coffee right now. The toffee one that they have is pretty good. Highly recommend it. I'd say pick that one up. Do yourself a favor, treat yourself nice, get yourself a nice hot cup of coffee today using code klidge, link down below. But do we get a coffee bag with a goat on it? Back to the ad break. Did you know that if, and I'm saying if, enough of you purchase this coffee and show that my community is interested in this product, there is a chance that I get put onto one of these bags. That's not a promise, and I'm not going to say it's a promise. I'm legally told I'm not allowed to say it will happen because I can't say that. But there's the off chance that we may get to partner with them and have our own branded coffee. And if you want to help make that happen, buy a cup using code klidge today. Stop pulling our bro Damien. What'd he do to you? Don't worry about that. Anyway. Don't forget to close your window, Damien. Next up is Summer Pavilion number 1. We have Kama Avenger, Kiara Moon Cancer, and Abigail Summer. Okay, but I want Klidge in the outfit he was talking about last time, the one that got appreciated by a drunk Japanese man. That is such an easy outfit to draw. It's just me in an Under Armour fucking, like, what are they called? Not muscle shirt, but, it's me in an Under Armour, tank top and black cargo pants. Yeah, black tank top and black cargo pants with a fade, because I got a nice fade right now. Anyway, Summer Kama is good. She's a good AoE Avenger. She does decent damage. She loops really well. I have her. I've used her before. She's good. I don't know. She's one of those characters that I've had, and I have farmed with her, but I don't do it very often because I prefer to counterclass when I'm farming. But she is a good unit nonetheless. Kiara is also a decently good farming unit. Not as good as her other form, but this one is also pretty decent. And then Abby Summer is horrible. This is one of the worst servants in the entire game, at least in the 5-star bracket. I love Abby. Abby is my baby girl. She is one of my favorite she's one of my favorite characters in Fate because I'm a huge Lovecraft nerd. Summer Abby is dog shit. Absolute abysmal character. Hopefully, they do something with her in the future. They tried to buff her once, I'm pretty sure, and it didn't help. Maybe they'll do something. By and large, though, this is a solid... This might be another C tier. Like, I'd say the big winner of this would be Kama, but you have to fight to get to kind of a mid and terrible servant to get there. Abby is single-handedly anchoring this entire operation down. Next up, we have Summer Pavilion 2, which has Ibuki Doji, Ruler Scotty, and Lady Avalon. I'm just going to say this right now. This is another EX tier list. This one might even be on par with this one. Yeah, you know, I'm going to make the bold claim. This list and this list are somewhat on par with each other, although this one is better overall. So, okay, let's go with the worst of the bunch, which is Lady Avalon. Lady Avalon is just Merlin but arts, and Merlin is really good, and also there's a lot of content that says you can't have a repeat character, so you can't double cast Storia. She lets you double cast Storia. She's good. She is good enough to let that happen. It kind of sucks that, I don't know. It kind of sucks that they put you in that situation, but hey, Lady Avalon makes it work. She's good. Just a great unit all around. If Proto Merlin wasn't washed to be an incredible banner, Proto Merlin is not washed. Proto Merlin is fantastic. It's just that her competition is Castoria, who's the best character in the entire game. But there are some times when you're like, I need a character that can be a little bit more defensive. Okay, well, she can take care of that for you. It's good. She's a good unit. Second best after that is Scotty. Summer Scotty, who enables quick farming just in general. Normal Scotty does too. However, Summer Scotty is a bit more universal. They complement each other quite well, actually, because Normal Scotty and her cover somewhat different ground. She's more like Buster and Quick. Meanwhile, the other Normal Scotty is way more into the crit damage. Just run all three and then have Riku clean up shop, which is what I've been doing for these interlude quests that have been popping up, and it's been great. Great unit. If you like Quick at all, you need her. And then Summer Ibuki is arguably the best Berserker in the entire game. I would need to look at the class and verify that, but definitely the best AoE Berserker from what I can remember off the top of my head. Pretty hard to beat, genuinely. Just an amazing unit. Is enabled by Castoria, explodes things, does a bajillion damage. Praise be to Lord Raida, EX tier banner. Next up, another very strong banner, Ash the Rain Witch, Artoria, Caster Berserker, and Ruler Melusine. I'd say the worst of this bunch is Melusine, which is saying a lot because Melusine is really good. She's another one of those ones that's an AoE ruler. She is what Ruler Moriarty wishes that he was, and a lot of that comes from the fact that she has an 80% battery and 1,000,000 damage. It's Melusine. She just explodes people. It's fantastic. After that would be probably Ash. Ash is also really strong, just great unit, just big damage, big buffs for everyone. The only downside is that you have to wait to use her special super ability that charges everyone up, but you can cheat that out relatively easily through coins and koyons and other things like that. So, you know, she can work. She can work. And then Artoria Caster Berserker is arguably the best single target Berserker in the game, just because she's just Castoria, but now instead of supporting everybody else, she supports herself and does a shit ton of damage and still maintains the Castoria personality. It's disgusting. She's really good. This is another. Is this an EX or is this just an A? I'm gonna say, okay, for the sake of this is an A. Maybe A+. I'm gonna give this an A+. We're at the border. It's a stacked DPS banner when the worst unit is melee. You know what? That's true. It's probably another EX tier. Really good. Next up, we have the Guda Pavilion 1, where we have Sakamoto Ryomo Lancer, we have Izumo no Okuni, and Himiko. I will stan Himiko forever. I love Himiko. I love using Himiko. Himiko enables some absolutely heinous bullshit. You can use her to make people explode. Fantastic unit. she falls into I'm finding is like my favorite subgenre of character, which is incredibly niche off support that is insane. It's like, it's her, it's Constantine, it's Lohi. Not Lohi, it's her, it's Constantine, and it's fucking Johanna. I said Lohi because I keep looking over at chat and seeing people talk about Lohi. Lohi's fantastic. Yeah, Himiko agenda, we push that shit. I love Himiko. Himiko's going to be on my grand list. I'm almost certain of it. She is just so good. She's so good, man. After that, I'd say probably Izumo is better than Ryoma. It depends. The problem with Ryoma is that Ryoma is in a class with a lot of competition. It's the Britomart argument again. He's still good, but he's, you know, there's other characters that are AoE Arts Lancers that are way better. So if you're purposefully rolling for an AoE Arts Lancer, there's other options here that you should be aiming for before you go for trying to, like, snag a Ryoma. However, single target casters are a bit more rare, and Izumo is a very strong one for that. She's quick, single target quick, which is pretty rare. She makes a fuck ton of stars. Anti-demonic is a nice additional thing that she does. She's pretty sticky for the most part. Can get her own stars to pop off with that. Yeah, she's good. I can see them buffing her in the future, but right now, I think that she's just, like, kind of good. Unfortunately, this is a B because these are all characters that are off meta for the most part. But, you know, I like them. I love Johanna. She lets my Sparish and others loop nicely. Johanna's so fucking good. I love Johanna so much. And then this is the one that I picked, like I said. Takasugi Shinsaku, Takeda Shingen, Senno Rikyu, and Uesugi Kenshin. The worst of this bunch is probably Takasugi. Takasugi's okay. He's disappointing. I think disappointing is the way how I would describe him, because I have him on JP, I used him a decent amount on JP, and every time I did, I'm like, God, I wish I was using somebody else. Something about him I just never really cared for. He feels very just okay. After that, I'd say probably Shingen is the next worst, but Shingen is really decent. He's another off-supporty kind of guy. Off-support Buster Rider, which is interesting. But he can do, like, decent damage as well. Is he an off-support? Am I remembering that wrong? No, his skills are looking pretty selfish. I think it's just because of this. Yeah, no, never mind. He's not off support. I'm talking out of my ass right now. Don't listen to me. Who am I? The wires may have been getting crossed. I was thinking of fucking Constantine for some fucking reason. Yeah, no, he's okay. Didn't he? I swear he got a buff. Was that to his NP? No. He's okay. I think he needs a buff, but he's okay. After that, God, it's a toss-up. I could absolutely push the Rikyu agenda, but I'm not going to because I would be delusional if I did. Rikyu is a fantastic servant, AoE Berserker. Her direct competition is Lohi, and while Lohi is somewhat better in certain aspects, now Lohi's better all around, I would say, but I really like Rikyu. I really like Rikyu. Rikyu's damage is really good. She has a lot of shit that she gives to the party, which is really good. Yeah, targetable, invincibility, and overcharge. Normally you're going to use that on her, though. Her fucking, damage is insane. Pops off, kills men. I love her so much. That's my baby girl. And then Kenshin is a berserker disguised as a ruler who can farm single target shit. She's disgusting. Absolute monster of a unit. Just makes people explode. She does berserker damage on a ruler. I don't know why they let her do that, but she does. Because this is making me relive toxic Yu-Gi-Oh bullshit with what is it, Ken and Gen, I'm going to say that this is probably a B tier because half of the units are kind of just fine and the other half are really good. Yeah. And then second to last, we have Ptolemaeus, we have Super Bunyan, we have Tiamat, and we have Archetype Earth. The worst of this bunch is absolutely Super Bunyan. I remember when I made that worst 5 stars video, somebody said that she should be there. That's bullshit, and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. However, she is not a great unit. She's very much okay. Does Lohi hit crit harder than Riku? No. Riku beats her in crits. Lohi is better in AoE spam. AoE spam and debuffs for the enemy. Don't you diss my Gen and Ken? I need it to make my Heka hands work. You're one of those. Also, Kenshin got some of the most... Yeah, Kenshin is disgusting. She's absolutely the best of this banner. I could try and push that Riku banner, that Riku agenda as far as I can go, but, like, I'm not going... I'm not dying on that hill. Yeah, no. Super Bunny is not great, but she's not terrible. She's okay. After that, for worst, I'd say is probably... It's so weird, right? Technically speaking, I should say it's Arc. But I feel like if I do, someone's going to send a bomb to my address. Which I don't want to happen. Anyway, I think it's Arc. Arc is good. Arc's damage is good. It's just... I don't know. In my opinion, she kind of lives or dies by how effectively she can spam in those 3 turns, and if she can do it well, then we're okay. But you need a very specific situation to kind of want to bring Arc. She's a beat stick. She's a big buster beat stick. Which isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that there's other characters that do that too that are better. But Arc is, you need to have Arc's NP levels up a decent amount for her to work good. She's not a bad unit, and especially if you're going up against like rulers for some reason, she helps to clear those out really well. After that, I would argue is probably Ptolemaeus. Ptolemaeus is a really good unit. His shtick is really nice of him being able to be very universal in the archer class. He's kind of like an archer Melusine. He just does a little bit less damage. I feel like there's other characters that kind of like you could just be like, oh, I just want to bring an AoE, or I just want to bring a whatever, like a single target for this, so you could just use them. But he's really good. I like him a lot. And then normal Tiamat. This one might just be a bias. I love normal Tiamat. Normal Tiamat's damage is incredible. Her skills are incredible. The buffs that she gives to the party and herself are incredible. Great unit. Makes great use of the alter ego class as well. Fantastic. I'd say this one is a solid A. A minus? No, B plus. This is a B plus because getting Super Bunyan is kind of tragic. And the last one for this is we have Congialis, we have Ushigozen, and we have Aoko Aozaki. The worst of this bunch is easily Ushigozen. Ushigozen is okay. She's more of like a crit unit than an AoE unit, even though she has an AoE NP. Her crits are really good, but her Noble Phantasm kind of doo-doo. Even when you're supporting her with other like supports like the Scotties, or even when you're supporting her with the Scotties, she's just okay. If you're going to use her in like double Tiamat, her damage is really good. I just, it's kind of strange to... It's kind of strange to be like, I don't know. I don't think she's that good. After that, I'd say is probably Alice. Alice is incredible. I like Alice a lot. I have Alice on JP. I really like using her. AoE quick caster. It's kind of a basic kit to a degree. Like, yeah, she's got her steroids with this with the 50% battery. the Forest City or Darkness thing for extra buffs, but otherwise it's just kind of a normal thing. But then this skill is awesome. It's a 2-turn, it's a 2-turn of, like, you get an evade every turn, functionally. And it's, is it anti-purge? Yeah, special anti-purge defense. It's just it's a specialized evade-esque skill that happens once every 2 turns, and it lasts for the full 2 turns, so she didn't get hit. It just stays. And also the little bump that you can get with this as well for 20% NP gauge. So she has a built-in 70% NP gauge in her kit, which is very, very strong. And also she's AoE quick, then it does a shit ton of things, and it's really, really good. Alice is an incredible unit. I love her. Why won't she come home on NA? I want to take her to 100. I love you so much. Please call me. And then I'd say the best one is probably Alco. Maybe there's an argument to be made that Alice is better, but I like Alco a lot. Alco is just a monster. Big crits, big AoE damage. Her super Alco form does a fuck ton of damage and explodes people. She needs some setup. She's better in longer fights, and she's good. She's just really good. I would say that this is probably like an A tier. I think that the power level in this is worth the gamble of getting Ushi Gozen, because getting the other 2 is so good, so I'd say it's an A tier. Also, I believe in the GSSR, you're guaranteed a 4-star as well. And so I'd say the best one that you can get out of this entire list, the best ones you can get out of this entire list are probably Barghest, and Yui. Probably Barghest and Yui are like the singular best ones that you can pull. Barghest, Yui, and Bob. I'm very biased towards Barghest. I think Barghest is arguably one of the best. Is she the best 4-star Saber? She might be the best in my heart, she's the best 4-star Saber, so I'm going to say she is the best 4-star Saber. Daikokuten's a sleeper good one as well. If you get the Daikokuten, you're like, oh my god, what do they even do? Trust me. Use them. They're amazing. And then, yeah, Yui's fantastic. Love Yui a lot. So there's what I think. So just to recap, top 3 banners for people if you are trying to decide right now who you should roll on for your GSSR. I'll go in order. I'll go in ascending order. So at the very bottom, number 3, I would say, is probably Summer Pavilion 2 with Ibuki, Skahawk, and Avalon. All of those are really good. They'll all benefit you if you don't have them. Just great units all around. Number 2, I'd say, is probably Tez, Koyan of Light, and Cuckoo. Nobody here is bad. All of them will benefit your account incredibly well. Tez is the worst one, which means that everyone else is God tier. Because Tez is like at the precipice of God tier. Amazing characters all around, go for it. And then, of course, the number 1 has got to be the one that has the best character in the game, and, like, the second best character in the game, and, like, the best DPS in the game. And then Morgan is also there because she was in Lost Belt 6. All of them are good units. Every single one of them is super good. But, of course, the true answer of which one you should roll for is the one that has the character that you like the most, and then you should try your luck at getting them. Go for that. Try and lock in. You just roll for who you want. Like I said, I know which ones, in my opinion, are the best ones, and I still gamble to try and get another copy of Riku. I know what I'm about. Yeah. No, it's good. No love for Summer Lost Belt 6. I'm trying to pick which ones I think are the best all around, and I think that ones that are heavy on the supports are better. Anyway, that's that list for now. If you watch this on YouTube, hey YouTube, how's it going? Check me out. Subscribe. We are getting dangerously close to hitting 30,000 subs. If we can hit 30,000 subs by the end of the year, I don't know. Let's come up with something to do. You as a community, drop what you want me to do after I hit 30,000 subs, and also subscribe so that way we can get there. Oh God, what's happening? Oh God. That scared the fuck out of me. Face reveal. Nope. You should rate our grand list. Oh my god. Or you in a maid outfit. Wish didn't get MP2 Koyam from the banner, but gotcha doobie gotcha. Fair enough. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Give me your suggestions down in the comments. Also, while you're down there, click the link to go buy some Itasha coffee. As I said earlier, some delicious, lovely Itasha coffee. You can get some right now using code klidge for 5% off. The link down below should do it automatically for you, so you should do that right now. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Hopefully you had a good one, and if you did, let me know who you rolled for and who you got on the banner. For now, though, peace out, big love. Bye-bye.